shit, do we got Yellow Eyes on the line? Hi, we got Yellow Eyes on the line. We're doing the first episode of Unnamed Interviews, and we're just interviewing our bud. How's it going?
It's going good. Visiting the family in California at the moment. I'll be here for about another week before I go back to New York.
That's pretty cool. You enjoying the good coast, or you like East Coast better?
It's hard to say because I stayed within like the town's radius, so I haven't really like seen a lot of like Cali yet. I mean, I have in the past, but not now when I'm like close to like adulthood. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So let's just get right into some questions, bud.
All right, sounds good.
All right, for people who don't know, would you like to explain the term Yellow Eyes?
Yeah, so I rap. My rapper name is Yellow Eyes. It comes from me actually having yellow eyes. It stems in the white part of the eyeball, and the condition itself is actually called jaundice. And that's where I was like, because rapping, it's all about a brand and separating yourself. And I'm like, I have never seen another motherfucker with yellow eyes before. That's what my name is. That's how I'm gonna separate myself.
Lit. Alright, and then how do you feel growing up in New York and started just working in New York and shit? Do you like it there?
Yeah, I mean, I've moved around a lot of my childhood. I really didn't start living in New York until about like 7th grade or 12, 13. But the past 6 years I've been living in New York. It's pretty cool. I still live in the rural parts, so it's not as many connections as I would have if I were in the city. But nonetheless, I still find my way to speak to other rappers and communicate.
Nice. So, about your collabs, you do a lot with like Yellow Rice, right?
Yeah, that's my homeboy right there, Yellow Rice. He was my first friend coming into New York, really. And then we just hit it off from there. And then he saw me taking the rap shit seriously, and he was like, yo, I'm trying to rap for fun. I was like, I got you. So every here and there, we do some stuff.
And can I get your thought process on the Cum Drop song? That's a big thing I need to know about.
That was probably when we first started writing together. Of course, like you could see the dichotomy between the two of us. I was like a little more serious. He was more of the meme rap. So instead of trying to fight and butt heads about what a song should be about, we were like, let's just write it and see where it goes. So you have my slightly serious, but then I knew he was doing his meme rap gay shit. So I was like, all right, how do I combine the two to make it a song? And it just like, it came out like that.
Good. And then I want to know how you found Fuck Bryce. That was pretty funny.
Fuck Bryce.
That was like the song that I made with my friends, and then you commented, I don't know who Bryce is, but fuck him.
It's been a minute. I'm not quite sure 100% how, but I could think of possibilities.
Probably like a Facebook group, right?
It could have been Facebook. Either Facebook. Are you signed up to Audio by any chance?
I have no idea. I don't care about that producer anymore.
Well, that's not really a producer. It's a website.
No, I mean the person that I made it with.
Oh, yeah. I'm not really sure how I found it, but I'm saying glad I did.
Nice. I want to know your influences for rap.
Rap influences. Alright, I have a few. I would say I'll probably give like the strongest ones that influence my style rather than ones that I just appreciate on the daily. Definitely appreciate Kendrick Lamar's storytelling. I really like, well, when I first started rapping, it was within the new Soundcloud age too, so X was a big inspiration to just get that raw energy out and to be vulnerable. And plus he had the same influences, like, or similar when it comes to like the rock and stuff, so it's like, all right, we can really push this shit if we like blend genres together. So I'm glad someone paid the way for that. But definitely Kendrick, X, Eminem, even though I have like a love-hate relationship with him at this point. Um, who else? Shit. I don't know. I listen to like so many people. It's hard to figure out where exactly the influence comes from. It's just like an accumulation of all the people I listen to that inspired me to take bits and pieces and just like come up with my own shit.
Nice. I'm gonna check something real quick. Oops. All right, we're back. I want to know your favorite artist. Like, we talked about your influences, but what's your all-time favorite artist?
All-time favorite. I would definitely say probably Kendrick Lamar then, because like he's the only person that I will listen to. If like he'll drop a new song, or even if I go back to revisit his discography, it'll immediately inspire me to just write my own shit immediately after. So he just gives me that energy. He's like this epitome of like a great rapper. Like even when he's rapping, it doesn't even seem like rap. It feels like he's like a master class actor, just like reenacting it, since he's got all his different little styles and everything that he just like encapsulates perfectly. So definitely Kendrick.
Nice. And I want to know your favorite lyric from one of your songs, or just like what's your favorite song and then what's your favorite lyric from that song?
Let's see. I don't know. It's kind of hard to choose because, I mean, I'm sure you know, but for those who don't know, I have 4 different personas, so I kind of like separate them mentally. I don't really put one above the other. There's a couple bars that I like from each and every one, but let me see. Oh, fuck. Yeah. Shit, I'm like blanking right now. I was like, what the fuck are my lyrics? Yeah, I'm like completely blanking right now.
So it's like your children, and like you can't pick a favorite. It's like, I mean, you had kids.
I mean, yes, yeah, something like that. Cause it's like, shit. First, then I gotta like tap into my brain, remember all the files of all the shit I liked, and it's like, but which one is the favorite though? And then like, which persona is the favorite? It's hard to say. I know okay, let me break it down. It might be a little easier if I break it down through persona. So, for Yellow Fever, definitely favorite song would be Origin. And that whole verse I really like, because it really focuses on like the perfect Tanier rhyme scheme on it. So let me see, recalling something as oh yeah, I do like that one. So it's like, fuck with the streets, I don't need no protection, I grew up in pain, my skin is reflection, a yellow complexion from crazy infection, a hazy collection of memories mention my mama's C-section was surely dissection. And it just keeps going on that action thing, but just the storytelling and that with the sound while maintaining some kind of truth to it within like because I love incorporating like any yellow kind of theme that I can within my bars, because no one else can really do that.
Yeah, when I first heard your name was Yellow Eyes, I thought it was because you're Asian, and I was like, well, I don't know if I should say that or not.
Nah, yeah, I get a lot of people saying it to me. They're like, they finally break out of the show. They're like, is this why you named yourself that? And I always get a kick out of it. What? And then I was like, nah, bro, I just show them my eyeball. And they're like, got it. Say no more. But honestly, so that would be my favorite for Yellow Fever. Yellow Eyes in general, so that's more like personal and either dealing with my life or within strong themes of like emotion in general. And my new projects that I have coming out are probably my favorite verses that I've written. So those should be out soon. A little snippet from that would definitely be, because it's on a project called To Those I Love. So each song is focused on a particular person in my life. and it's gonna focus on some aspect within our relationship. So there's happy ones, there's ones that are filled with bad blood. So for example, a song about my mother, the lyrics from that, the first like 6 lines really paints what the song is gonna be about. And it's stuck in the prison, mind intertwined with the bars, but the rhythm is swimming, goes past the division, be leaking out, seeing reflection of yellow boy freaking out, mama was snapping, was bringing the demons out, tortured my mind with the word that be tortured my mind with the words that be fleeting out, rubbing my eyes when I cry, it's like bleeding out. So she's gonna basically just paint the story of like how she like low-key fucked me up in the past, but we resolved our issues. But it's a nice little encapsulation of that raw emotion when you'll hear it in the song.
Nice.
Yeah, so those are those 2 personas. The Yellow Eye Demon. So like my conscious shit would definitely be it's either one of 2 songs. It's either Holy War or it is I'm blanking on the name of the song. Shit, that was like a year ago. But I don't know. I only remember Holy War, so I'll just say like the 4 lines from that. A warrior, Korea, delivering euphoria, dancing with my demons. They told me that it could storm here. So just playing along with the little rhyme scheme. That whole project was basically about like religion. And then, so I kind of like revisiting that every once in a while just to see what my mind state was like back then.
Alright, you got one more persona.
Yeah, one more persona, so Bi Eyes. So my bisexual side. My favorite song off of the Bi Fire project would probably be Coming Out. I feel like it does a good job painting the stereotypes that bisexual people often have to hear or go through, even within the first couple lines. It's the first part's a little singy, like wanting to come out. Wanting to come out. I just wanna love me, but all I think about is if they'd hug above me. It's lovely. All these fucking people are so ugly. They judge you. No, you cannot budge me or sway my mind. Don't say my face. Don't say this phase gonna pass in time. Don't waste my time just to ask if I'm down for 3 ways. I can behave. I can behave. I can behave. And just the whole song I actually really fuck with. It just keeps going on from stereotype to stereotype to stereotype and just addressing all the stuff that people either know about or don't know about. So it's a good song for people in general. Educates the ignorant and just, I don't know, it's like a combo piece.
Alright, that leads into like the next thing I was gonna ask actually. How'd you feel about your bi-fi support? You got a lot from like the bisexual community.
Yeah, I did. I was actually shocked. I know the main source of the support that I got was on Reddit and under the sub R bisexual. And when I first had the idea, I let them know like, hey guys, I'm a rapper. I have this in plan. In a couple months, you'll hear from me again. And then I would eventually just keep updating them till the day it dropped. And then I just sat back after it was created and just watched the plays go up. And it was the most successful project of my entire discography so far. So it's still pretty insane looking at it now. Like, I didn't put any money into promoting that. That was all through my supporters on Reddit, my everyday supporters, those who spread it through word of mouth. That was just like straight up organic grassroots type shit.
Alright, that also leads into my next one. I just have in all caps how to use Reddit because I don't know what the fuck you're supposed to do on that app.
Yeah, it's honestly, it's pretty intimidating. I remember when I first got it, I didn't use it for like months. I was like, I don't understand. Fuck this shit. I'm moving on back to Instagram. But the most helpful tool or way to experience Reddit, in my opinion, would definitely be getting the iPhone app, because it's a lot less cluttered than it is on the desktop. And then from there, it's just like, the whole thing is like just a bunch of strings of like blogs and shit. So it's like you find a community that you want to join. There's thousands upon thousands of communities like are bisexual, or just like something like a TV show, or just literally anything there's a subreddit for, basically. Then you subscribe to it, and basically once you're on that particular page, it's like an endless scroll of just everyone commenting their own stories, or writing their own stories, uploading videos, X, Y, and Z. Just like, there's just so much communication on it. So once you just get used to the flow of things, then it's a great tool for seeing how just what everyone else thinks, like what's everyone else up to, what are they doing, how are they contributing to this community or whatnot. And then you eventually learn how to do it yourself, and you just become part of the everyday cycle of adding onto that page.
Nice. Good explanation for fucking Reddit. Alright, I want to know your goals for 2019. You're saying that's going to be your biggest year yet, so I want to know your goals.
Alright, goals for 2019, definitely, well, first and foremost, get better at this music shit, because like we grow every single day, so I have tons of different avenues and ways of how I'm planning to achieve that. So one, I guess a personal goal for myself is not to put so much pressure on myself when it comes to creating, because 2018 I had this issue a lot. I'm very like idealistic, and sometimes the goals I put upon myself is not really entirely too realistic. So in order to make that come to fruition, it's just like sacrificing a lot of myself. So let's say I wanted this date, I want this project to be out, but it's not a realistic sense of time to like completely flesh out that project. So it's like killing myself in the recording process or the writing process, like just basically writing all damn day, writing like 50 songs at once, because I'm like, it's not just that project, I'm planning the next one, and then the next one, and then the next one. Like most of the shit I put out in 2018 is not even the stuff I originally planned to put out. It's stuff that just came to my head and became so important. I was like, okay, this takes priority. I have music and projects that I have planned out to even last me till next Christmas coming up, if I were to write nothing else, or if I were to write no new projects. Just the projects that I have in storage is like, I gotta catch up basically. But I'm still writing new stuff because I keep coming up with new ideas. So what I want to do is I want to not just make up a random ass date that I would like to put out. I want to work on my art and craft it much more delicately. So take my time with it. So once I finally write it, record it, no matter if it takes like weeks, months, whatever have you, it'll be ready. So then when I release a project, it won't be just my mixing. I would have already had the budget to get it professionally mixed, get a budget to figure out how I'm going to market the fucking thing. So it's not just like, hey, if something comes out next week, hopefully you listen to it. No, it'll be like a process and how it should be, and like how the bigger artists handle their work. So just taking my time is the common theme for 2019. From my input, that's how I can contribute it. But another way of growing in 2019, I don't know if you know or not, but I was going to school for like arts and arts and animation, and then I eventually decided I don't got this in me. I don't have the passion for it. Like, I see my girlfriend, I see my sisters and other people, they live, sleep and breathe art. Like, I live, sleep and breathe rap. Like, the only time I would draw basically was like at school because I was being forced to. But even then, I'm over there in class like writing raps, planning out what the fuck I'm gonna do next. So I need to be in the right area to pump out all of that passion in order to contribute positively. So I'm switching over my majors, and within this year, hopefully the fall semester, I should be in some kind of program to get a bachelor's and help me learn how to mix, master, produce, X, Y, and Z, music theories in general, and just the whole shebang, like on some Donald Glover type shit. Like, he went to school for it. That's why he's like so different than just a rapper. He's the accumulation of just like an artist, and he has like all the background information of it. He knows how to flip the game, X, Y, and Z. So I'm trying to really become a student of not only the game, but just of music as whole, so I can branch out of just hip hop. You know?
Yeah. All right. I want some. Oh, well, that was loud. I want some one-word responses on some rappers, like how you think of them just in one word.
All right, bet.
All right, my first one, Pump.
Funny.
All right, X.
Inspirational.
Little Uzi Vert.
Unique.
I would have said demonic, but okay.
Yeah, I don't even know if that shit is real or not. I just know that what he's doing is different with what the fuck I'm doing and what everyone else is doing.
Yeah. All right, Ski Mask.
Craftsman, I guess. I don't know, cause like it's difficult between him, cause it's like I really love his technical ability and his flows are so unique and it's just him. But I don't like any of the shit he's rapping about. So it's like it just seems like a wasted potential to me. But I mean, he's got his own lane and his own fans and everything. So kudos to him.
Juice World.
One note. And it took a while to realize that, because like when he first came out, it's like, damn, he got the singing, he got the rapping. I know he can rap because I'm sure we all done seen that fucking hour-long freestyle.
There's two of them now.
There's two of them. Oh, I gotta watch the other one. But it's like the music itself, it's like a formula and it's not changing. It's like, okay, it's like once I've seen the multiple tricks he can do, that's it, really. So whenever I hear him dropping some new shit and I listen to it, it's like, I don't know what else expecting. This is the same shit.
All right, Kanye.
Jesus, I guess. Just like Kanye's Kanye, but damn sure I'm gonna be there to listen to whatever the fuck he drops, because I just gotta see what was in his mind when he was creating.
Alright, last rapper, Brody Smithart.
Brody Smithart. Hungry.
What?
Yeah, just like just working on yourself, on the rap, on singing. Hey, I see you hanging out with like all these people that you post on the social media, whether you're making like music with a group of people or stuff like that. It's like a real sense of just like music in general, as opposed to like a shut-in artist like myself. Like I'm just like in my room by myself, whatever the fuck I come up with is what I come up with. But you got like a lot of opportunity, it seems like, to learn from people firsthand, I would say.
Damn, didn't expect a real answer. Thank you. Alright,
Yeah.
I just wanted to know where you got your name, Arjun or Arjun?
Yeah, Arjun.
What does it mean?
So the name itself is Hindu Indian. I was named after a Hindu Indian prince, and that prince was like the equivalent to Moses for his people, like led his people to freedom, yada yada. He was like an archer. I think my mother and father chose that name after a friend of theirs mentioned it, and they were like, oh wow, that's so nice, I like that name, I'm gonna steal it. So they gave me that, and then once their friends finally had a kid like 13 years down the road, then they named him Arjun too. So it's like, you guys did it first, but it was like originally our idea, and there's big enough age gap. I think there's enough room in the world for two Arjuns. That's where that came from.
Alright, and then so being in New York compared to being in California, does that like change your music influence at all?
I'm sure it would, but like I said, like I'm just visiting here in Cali right now. Like if I spent like a year here and got to know like what the local culture is like, then I'm sure it would definitely impact my influence to a degree. And then I'm sure New York has as well, but it's not like I'm in the heart of the places. Like if I was in the heart of Cali, or if I was in the heart of like New York City, then I definitely would have a lot more to work with or to influence me. So right now it's probably just like how anyone else at home, like they get all their music online, they listen to all kinds of rappers, not really caring where they come from, and they're just drawing energy from there. But that organic feel like of when you hear a rapper brag about their city, that's something I was always a little bit envious of, because it's like, damn, I never really grew up from like roots in one specific spot. Like I mentioned in the past, I'm like moving all the fucking time, so I just like never plan it. Like I couldn't really rep a spot and say it confidently, because I'd be like, yeah, I'm repping at this place, and they'd be like, man, who the fuck is that guy? Like, I don't know him. And then, so I don't know, but I mean, I definitely say wherever you are, probably to a degree, has an impact on whatever artist is under the question.
Nice. And this is a question submitted by Sequoia Wood.
Sequoia Wood.
I asked him because him and I found out about you together through Fuck Bryce.
Yeah.
And like he's just always been obsessed with you.
Oh.
So he was like, his creative process ? Intrigued on how he goes about developing a story for a song.
Oh, okay, alright. So, I mean, I'm not really sure how much it's gonna help you, but I'll definitely tell my process. There is no process. Like, unless it's like a concentrated theme, like let's say Bi-Fi, for example, and I know what the overall arch is gonna be about, then I'll write around it all at the same time, so it's cohesive, and it sounds the same. But let's just say I get a new beat. What am I writing? I don't have plans for 80% of the raps that I've written. I just take and I basically let the song write itself. You know, like I'll probably freestyle the first couple times listening to it, figure out what kind of cadences and flows I would like to use, but the song itself, it completely writes itself. Like I'm not in control when I'm writing it. So usually all the raps you hear, there's not really like any revisions into it. Like what I wrote the first time is what ends up being the final product.
Nice. Alright, let's see. What would your dream collaboration be with any rapper or producer?
Rapper? I don't know. I never really wanted to collaborate with like a bigger rapper. I don't know if it's me viewing at it in like a view. It's like I don't know how well I would mesh with other rappers anyways, therefore I never imagined it. But I'd say probably, I mean, it's too late because X has passed, but that was probably the only person that was like, damn, yo, he's new to the game. He's fucking blew up. He's young. I looked at his birthday. The fucking guy was born 2 days after my birthday. So I was like, this guy lived a completely different life, doing the same goal and aspiration, and he did it. So that was just like such a huge inspiration. It's like, if he can do it, I can do it. So that's probably the only person that I really would have wanted to collaborate with. But if I collaborate with anyone in the future, then it would just be, I don't know, I would just accept it. I'd be like, all right, the time has come and now we're just making music together. But like, I don't really have a person that's like, oh, I'm dying to do this with them. But producer, I mean, probably Kanye. I would love to see what Kanye would do for me.
Yeah. All right. And one of our last questions is for your future projects, and like, what are your future projects? Do they have new stories, new personas? And then also, is there going to be a Bi-Fi 2?
Let's see. Future projects. Yeah, I have a group of them. I have one. I got like 15 something beats sent over from this guy that I overheard talking about his producing in class. Like on the last, I heard him talking about it all semester. But the last day of class, I was like, I'm actually gonna talk to this guy. We exchanged contact information, and he sent me like a bunch of free beats. So I like chopped it down to like 8-ish of my favorite, and they're all like a minute and a half. But it's like the vibes are different, but they're like so similar. Like I don't know if it's like the drums he's using or the style that he does to approach it, but it's very cohesive. They almost bleed together. So I'm working on that. And that's gonna be called a minute and a half, because there is really no theme to that. It's just like how many different stories can I tell with these 8 different beats that bleed together that are pretty much a minute and a half long. That's one project. I have one that I mentioned earlier to Those I Love. That's 10 tracks, intro, outro, and 8 tracks are going to be focusing on the most important people in my life. And it's going to take on 3 different styles of how I talk about them. One is taking something directly from our relationship and addressing that. One is a universal theme, so taking whatever aspect from our friendship and expanding the entire song about that one thing. And the other one is me and a friend whose lives or whatever going through is like so parallel that when you're hearing the rap, you don't know really who I'm talking about. But that project is probably going to be one of my favorites from 2019 so far. And I've shown the lyrics. They're like half written to people, and they're pretty much excited. It's pretty much the consensus that it's the most authentic and best project yet. So I'm excited to drop that. So there's minute and a half. That's like probably an EP. To Those I Love mixtape. I have another mixtape that I'm going to be working on, hopefully releasing at some point in the summer, called Summer Lovin'. And I'm working on a theme for that one. It's like within however many tracks I decide to stick with, I want to make the theme of like a summer's day. So it starts off slow and gentle, rises to the main points of the day, high highs, and then gently goes off into the night type of shit with the beats. So like pretty thematic. I have another one called Summertime Grind. That's gonna be like another 10 songs. What else? I still have a string of singles that I haven't released yet. Like at least like 5, 8 of them that I didn't release yet, because like the couple months between, I think, October and November when I was releasing singles, I always let people choose the option on Instagram of which song they wanted, and that determined what I released. But I still had more that no one knows about, because I didn't get to it because I started moving on to the mixtape mode. So whenever I go back into my single mode, I'll sprinkle those throughout the year. And I think those are the most planned out things I have so far that just are inklings of ideas. But as for your question, Bi-Fi 2, I don't know, I never really thought about making a sequel for it, because it just seemed like I said as much as I wanted to say on that project. So if I were to make, I don't think I would expand on that. I feel like that's a nice record that has its importance and meanings. I wouldn't want to hinder it in any way. So that's like its own little gem to the side. But I would still make music that dives into like the realm of like sexuality in general, and just making good music for them, because I've already got past the theme. So if I make more music geared in that persona, it's probably just going to be like singles here and there, but I got to figure out how I want to tackle that.
All right. And then I have one final request from you. I just went into a random word generator, and I want you to make an epic freestyle using these 3 words.
Burst dress milky. Okay. Alright. think I'm gonna burst and the shit get milky. Hit it on the dress, and you know that bitch milfy. Know that, and you know that she gonna milk me. Yeah, she gonna milk me. Those three words are like hard. They're like completely different kind of sounds. So it's. Yeah,
I know. I don't know why that was. Those are the first words I ever got in a word generator. All right.
Yeah.
I think this went really well. Thank you for coming on to my epic unnamed interview.
Of course. I look forward to seeing it and what else you create.
All right. Any closing words you want to say before I turn it off?
I mean, treat 2019 and the rest of your life as a year for growth. Every aspect that you can, not even just rap, just like your personal, your mental, your spiritual, social health. Just, it's the year for growth, man. For the rest of your life, whatever you feel like is pinning you down and you have weaknesses, challenge them shits. Get out of your comfort zone. Just grow, no matter how much it's a pain in the ass. I would say this.
Cool. And then shout out our brother, I'm Dante. Have a nice day, everyone. Thank you for watching. We're no jumper, pretty much, but we don't sexually expose our girlfriends. Goodbye.
Peace.
I remember cold December's just holding you. Miss the embers and silly tempers. I'm sorry, love, that was overdue. See, I thought by now I'd be over you, but I scroll through pics, slow in review. Yeah, what I found just made me blue. Yes, more than skies, yes, more than seas. I guess I was too blind to see. These videos reminded me of all your laughs, careless whispers, background noise of all your sisters. I've wound up with these cuts and blisters. I've punched the wall, I've hit myself. I've drank poison straight from the shelf. I hate the silence, can't be alone. I stay up late when I stare at phone, cause I write out texts that I never send. Cause no words here can express immense. So I press the pen to write a song, but that piece of me is forever gone. It died that day that we split apart. Without a muse, there is no art. Without a love, there is no heart. An empty vessel that I truly am. I've shed more tears than a broken dam. Don't leave bed much, you can barely stand. And I rarely eat. These hunger pains are obsolete. I fight them off with the taste of weed. Mary Jane seems to curb the pain. Stare outside through my window pane. See the rain, see the clouds. Look like those blown from my mouth. It's held to me inside and out.
Yeah, I won't forget her, 'cause I won't forget you. And